If you want to be happy and you're blaming and you're complaining and you're feeling sorry for yourself and you're judging everyone, those behaviors are not going to make you happy. They're actually going to make you unhappy. So you got to become so conscious of those unconscious habituations that you wouldn't go unconscious and behave that way. And then, of course, you got to look at those emotions that are pretty much chemical residue from the past, and decide, does this lack, does this suffering, does this pain belong in my future? And that process of becoming so conscious that we don't go unconscious is the process of change. And how many times do we have to forget until we stop forgetting and start remembering? That's the moment of change. So the hard part about change is when you decide to make a different choice, get ready. It's going to feel uncomfortable. There's going to be uncertainty. You're not going to be able to predict the next moment. It's going to feel unfamiliar. So if the body has been conditioned to be the mind, then the servant is the master. So the body starts sending information back to the brain to think a certain thought so that you make the same choice, that you do the same thing, you create the same experience.
Comfortable, this is familiar.
Oh, get back to the same feeling of suffering. Oh, that feels so much better than the uncertainty of the unknown. So going from the old self to the new self and crossing that river literally is a neurological, it's a biological, it's a chemical, it's a hormonal, it's a genetic death of the old self. That's the phoenix lighting itself on fire. And most people would rather cling to that familiar place than take a chance and possibility. That void, that vacuum actually is the perfect place to create it. And we discovered this, that the brain changes the most when you get to that point where you think you can't go any further and you want to quit. If you go past that point, that is the unknown.
Imagine that you really want something with all your heart, but no matter how much you wish for it, it just doesn't happen. But what if I told you that making your dreams come true isn't about magic? It's actually something you can learn and do yourself. Today, we're talking about something called manifestation. It's not some fairy tale. It's a real technique that's changing lives around the world. Many people think of manifestation as a magical process where you just make a wish and hope it comes true. But we're here to debunk that myth. We'll show you the real technique behind making manifestation work quickly and effectively. Are you ready to learn how to make your dreams a reality? Let's get started. Before we dive into the groundbreaking technique that can make your dreams come true faster than ever, let's first understand what manifestation really means. Manifestation is about making what you deeply desire become real by using your thoughts, beliefs, and actions. It's based on the idea that what you think about can actually shape your reality. This isn't a new idea. It's been around for ages, found in different cultures and spiritual practices worldwide. From ancient scriptures to modern philosophies, they all share the belief that what you focus on, you attract. Understanding this concept is crucial because it forms the basis of the technique we're about to explore. The power of your mind isn't just a nice idea, it's a practical tool for changing your life. As we go deeper into how to use this power, remember that manifestation isn't just wishful thinking. It's about aligning your thoughts, emotions, and actions with your deepest desires so they become real in your life. Now let's address a common misunderstanding about manifestation. Many people think of it as magic, something supernatural that breaks the rules of nature. This misconception comes from seeing dramatic transformations and seemingly miraculous outcomes. But manifestation isn't magic, it's a natural process that anyone can learn to use effectively. It's important to understand the difference between what's often seen as magic and the actual techniques of manifestation. Magic, as we usually think of it, involves calling upon supernatural powers to change the material world in ways that seem impossible to explain naturally. On the other hand, manifestation is grounded in the natural power of the human mind and the laws of the universe. It works on the idea that our thoughts, emotions, and beliefs can shape our reality, but always within the bounds of what's possible in the physical world. The techniques of manifestation aren't about calling upon mystical forces. They're about learning how to align your thoughts, feelings, and energy with your desires. It's a process that involves clear thinking, purposeful action, and understanding how our inner world connects with the outside world. By making this distinction clear, we can better appreciate manifestation as a natural and effective way to achieve our personal goals. Now, before we jump into how you can use this technique to bring your dreams to life quickly, let's explore a structured approach called the method. This method breaks down manifestation into simple steps that anyone can follow, moving beyond just wishing for things and giving you a clear path to making your dreams a reality. The first step in the method is achieving clarity of desire. This means knowing exactly what you want to manifest. It's not just about surface-level desires. It's about understanding your true intentions and how achieving your desires will improve your life. Think of it as setting coordinates in a navigation system. Without clarity, you're just wandering aimlessly. Next comes visualization. This is where you create a clear mental picture of your desire as if it's already happened. It's more than just daydreaming. It's a focused process where you imagine and feel your desire as if it's real. This helps align your subconscious mind with your goal, making it feel more attainable. The third step is emotional alignment. This means aligning your feelings with the reality of your desire. It's about feeling the joy, gratitude, and satisfaction as if your desire has already come true. Emotions are like a language to the universe, signaling that you're ready to receive. Finally, there's action. While the previous steps align your inner world with your desires, action bridges the gap between your internal and external worlds. This isn't about frantic or desperate actions. It's about inspired action that feels right and natural to you. It's about being open to opportunities, taking steps forward, and making decisions that align with your goals. When you follow the method, you're not just hoping for something to happen. You're actively taking part in creating the reality you desire. It's a mix of aligning your thoughts, emotions, and actions, turning the mysterious art of manifestation into a clear and structured technique. Let's understand why it works so quickly. Two key parts drive its rapid success: clarity of desire and emotional alignment. These aren't just steps. They're the engines that propel your manifestation journey forward faster than ever. Clarity of desire acts like a guiding light, steering your thoughts and actions towards your goal. Imagine trying to hit a target in the dark. Without clarity, your efforts are like shooting arrows aimlessly. But when you know exactly what you want, every move you make aligns with that goal, cutting through distractions like a laser. Emotional alignment, on the other hand, is the magnetic force that draws your desires closer to you. It's one thing to want something, but it's more powerful to feel like you already have it. When your emotions match the reality of your desire, you emit a signal that resonates with that reality. This signal tells the universe you're ready to receive, pulling your desire towards you faster. Together, clarity and emotional alignment create a powerful synergy that speeds up the manifestation process. They ensure your whole being, mind, body, and spirit is working together towards your goal, reducing resistance and making manifestation effortless. Understanding these components helps demystify why some people manifest their desires almost instantly. It's not luck or magic. It's the natural result of aligning your thoughts and emotions with your intentions. As we explore how to use the method in your life, remember that the speed of your manifestation is directly linked to how aligned your thoughts and emotions are with your desired outcome. Let's draw inspiration from those who've already succeeded. Over the years, countless individuals have used this technique to transform their lives in incredible ways. These success stories prove the effectiveness of the method, showing that with clarity and determination, anything is possible. Through emotional alignment, They nurtured these feelings every day, taking inspired actions by honing their skills and reaching out to gallery owners. In a matter of months, they received an invitation to exhibit their work, a success they credited to their focused use of the method. Another person desired deeper connections in their personal relationships. By clearly defining what meaningful relationships meant to them and emotionally aligning with the joy and love such connections would bring, they found themselves more open and present in their interactions. This shift led to stronger bonds with friends and family and the blossoming of a romantic relationship that aligned with their vision of love and connection. Then there's the story of someone who sought financial freedom. They started by specifying what financial freedom meant to them and visualizing themselves living this life. By aligning their emotions with this reality, they were drawn to opportunities they had previously overlooked, leading to significant improvements in their financial situation much faster than expected. These stories highlight a common theme. The method works by aligning your internal state, your thoughts and emotions, with your external actions. This alignment creates a powerful synergy that attracts your desires into your life, often more swiftly and effortlessly than you might anticipate. As we move forward, keep these stories in mind. They're not exceptions, but examples of what's possible when you apply the method with intention and belief. Before we wrap up our journey today, it's crucial to know how to embark on your own path using the method. Getting started is simpler than you might think, and with patience and consistency, you can begin to see tangible results in your life. Here's how you can start practicing this technique immediately, laying the groundwork for the manifestation of your desires. First, take a moment to truly define what you want to manifest. Clarity is key. Write down your desire in detail, how it looks, feels, sounds, and even smells. The clearer your target, the better. Next, engage in daily visualization. Set aside a few quiet minutes each day to close your eyes and envision your life as if your desire has already come true. Immerse yourself in this visualization, experiencing the emotions and sensations that accompany your success. This practice not only enhances your emotional alignment, but also reinforces your commitment to your goal. After visualization, cultivate emotional alignment throughout your day. This means keeping yourself in a state of being that matches the reality of your desire. If you're seeking joy, find reasons to feel joyful now. If it's peace you desire, nurture moments of peace in your current experiences. This alignment signals to the universe that you're ready to receive. Lastly, be open to taking inspired action. Manifestation isn't passive. It requires active participation. Stay alert to opportunities that align with your goal, and when your intuition nudges you, take action. These steps might seem small at first, but they are the building blocks of your desired reality. Be patient with yourself. Manifestation doesn't follow a strict timeline, and sometimes the universe's timing is different from our own. Consistency is key. Keep aligning your thoughts, emotions, and actions with your desire, and trust that what you seek is seeking you too. Getting started with the method is the first step toward unlocking a life of abundance, fulfillment, and joy. The power to manifest your desires lies within you, and with each step you take, you're drawing closer to making those dreams a tangible reality. Before we conclude our exploration of the method, it's important to address some common pitfalls that can hinder the manifestation process. Being aware of these mistakes and knowing how to navigate them can significantly enhance your journey towards realizing your desires. One frequent misstep is the lack of specificity in defining what you want to manifest. A vague goal can lead to confusion and diluted efforts. To overcome this, ensure that your desires are as detailed and clear as possible. Another pitfall is inconsistency in practice. Manifestation requires daily dedication, like watering a plant regularly to nurture growth. Set a regular schedule for your visualization and emotional alignment practices to create fertile ground for your desires to flourish. Doubt and negativity also pose significant barriers to manifestation. It's natural to encounter skepticism, but allowing these doubts to take root can derail your progress. Counteract this by surrounding yourself with positive affirmations and reminders of your past successes, no matter how small. Remember, belief in the possibility of your desire is a critical component of the method. Lastly, becoming too attached to the outcome can put unnecessary pressure on you and block the flow of manifestation. While it's important to know what you want, gripping too tightly can indicate a lack of trust in the process. Practice letting go by focusing on the feeling of your desire already being fulfilled, rather than fixating on how and when it will happen. Trust that the universe has your back and that your desires will manifest in the best way and timing possible. By being mindful of these pitfalls and making the suggested adjustments, you're setting yourself up for a more successful and fulfilling manifestation experience. Remember, the journey of manifestation is about personal growth as much as it is about achieving your desires. As we conclude our exploration into the fastest way to manifest anything, it's clear that this isn't just about wishful thinking or magic. It's about harnessing a powerful technique, the method, that has the potential to transform your desires into reality. We've covered understanding what manifestation truly means, debunking the myth that it's akin to magic, and delving deep into the actionable steps of the method. From gaining clarity of desire and engaging in vivid visualization to fostering emotional alignment and taking inspired action, each step is a crucial component of the manifestation process. Moreover, patience and consistency are key virtues that can significantly impact your success. By being aware of common pitfalls and knowing how to navigate them, you're better equipped to maintain your manifestation momentum. Now, the journey doesn't end here. It's your turn to apply the method in your life. Start with small steps, remain consistent, and watch as your desires begin to unfold in ways you never thought possible. Remember, the power to manifest lies within you. It's about aligning your thoughts, emotions, and actions to turn your dreams into reality. Thankfulness is like the highest level of being open to feelings. So, when you start feeling thankful and open up your heart, you're letting in thoughts that match how you're feeling. This can actually change how your body's automatic system works, leading you toward a different future. Think about this. You're really saying positive things like, I am healthy, I am wealthy, I am free, while feeling really thankful. Your body starts to feel this new way too, getting in sync with what you want. And get this, your body and mind are totally working together now, no more fighting. So, your body is totally on board with your hopes. Now think about how most people are stuck thinking about just what's right in front of them. They're all caught up in stress, which makes them focus more, feel more, and just care about stuff. This keeps them thinking about their bodies, what's around them, and how time is passing, keeping them stuck in the here and now. But there's another way, one where you create from something bigger than just stuff. To do this, you need to stop thinking about yourself, others, what you own, where you are, and even time itself. You go beyond all these labels, becoming nothing, nowhere, and no time. Basically, you become pure awareness, free from the usual limits of time and energy. When you create from this place of deep awareness, you go beyond the limits of time and effort. Now, you don't have to spend energy chasing after what you want because you can attract it to you. Your clear thoughts and heartfelt feelings become a strong signal, linking you to the energy that fills everything. It's simple: clear thoughts, heartfelt feelings, and the desire to bring what you want closer to you. This mix breaks down the barriers of space and time, bringing coincidences into your life. It's like a magical journey where you're always surprised by the amazing things that happen. I've chosen to follow this path myself, and let me tell you, it's an incredible adventure. The coincidences, the happiness, the sense of wonder, they all become part of your everyday life. So, I'm inviting you to join in. Start with just one thought, any thought. Whether it's anger, sadness, inspiration, joy, or a wish, know that with that single thought, you're not only affecting your body but also changing your reality and, in the end, yourself. Every thought, whether it's negative or positive, has a big impact. As you sit here, calmly watching this video without doing anything, it's important to understand that your body reacts to your latest thought in many different ways. Surprisingly, when you have a thought, it triggers lots of changes in your body. Your pancreas and adrenal glands start working, releasing new hormones. Your brain gets more active in different parts, releasing lots of chemicals too many to list. Your spleen and thymus gland tell your immune system to adjust. Many digestive juices start flowing. Your liver produces enzymes it didn't before. Your heart rate changes. The amount of blood your heart pumps changes, and blood flows to different parts of your body change, all because of just one thought. This shows how much power your thoughts have. Have you ever thought about how much your brain controls your body? Once a thought starts in your brain, your body reacts without you even noticing. It's amazing to think about how much even one conscious or unconscious thought can affect you. Could it be that the thoughts we have every day, even the ones we don't realize we're having, cause chemical changes that affect how we feel? Is it possible that our usual ways of thinking, over time, might lead our bodies to become unbalanced or sick? Could our repeated thoughts and reactions be making our bodies develop unhealthy patterns? So what's actually not normal starts to seem normal just because it happens a lot. This little but important process often slips by unnoticed, but maybe it's time to start paying closer attention. Let's switch our focus. Can you hear the hum of the fridge, the car driving by, the distant dog barking, or the steady beat of your heart? Just by changing what you pay attention to in those moments, you set off a bunch of activity in millions of brain cells. When you decide to change what you're aware of, you're changing your brain. You're not just affecting how it works right now, but also what it might do in the future, which could impact the rest of your life. As you bring your focus back to these words on this video, you're causing changes in how blood flows to different parts of your brain, starting a chain reaction of impulses and changing electrical activity. On a tiny level, a whole bunch of nerve cells start working together, making stronger connections that last longer, all because you shifted your attention. You really did change your mind. As humans, we have this amazing ability to decide what we pay attention to. Basically, what we focus on and how long we keep focusing on it shapes who we are on a brain level. Even though we can change what we're aware of pretty easily, it can be hard to keep focusing on thoughts that might be good for us. Right now, as you keep concentrating, you might have forgotten about that ache in your back, the argument you had with your boss earlier, or even what gender you are. Where we put our attention and what grabs our focus makes a big difference in the direction of our lives on a brain level. Think about how, at any time, we can bring up a bad memory from the past. This memory, which was tucked away in our brain, suddenly feels really real. Similarly, we can worry about things that haven't even happened yet, making them seem like they're happening right now. Even though we can't touch them, they feel totally real to us. Our attention makes things that we can't see or touch become real to us. It's pretty surprising, but science tells us that if we focus on pain in our body, it actually makes the pain worse. The parts of our brain that deal with pain start working harder, but if we can shift our focus away from the pain, those parts of the brain can calm down and the pain can go away, almost like magic. But if we keep focusing on the pain all the time, those brain connections get stronger and we become more sensitive to pain. This might explain how pain and even old memories shape who we are. Basically, what we think about all the time and where we put our attention makes us who we are on a brain level. Neuroscience has discovered something amazing. We can shape and change our own brains by focusing on one thing over and over. Everything that makes us who we are, our thoughts, dreams, memories, hopes, feelings, fears, skills, habits, pains, and joys, is all stored in the network of our 100 billion brain cells. Just by watching this video, you've already changed your brain a bit. Even learning a small piece of information causes new connections to form among brain cells, which changes who you are. The images and ideas you're thinking about right now have made permanent marks in your brain. You're like a living being swimming in a sea of electrical connections made by your brain cells. Your uniqueness comes from how your nerve cells are organized and wired together, which changes as you learn. Remember, experience things, think about yourself, and do things. You're always changing and growing because the way your brain cells are arranged is always changing. Forget the idea that your brain stays the same. It's more like your nerve cells are constantly connecting and disconnecting, like a bunch of tiny electric strings. This idea fits better with how you really are. Your ability to understand these words comes from all the experiences you've had in your life. Lots of different people, like your parents, teachers, friends, and others, have all helped make you who you are today. It's through what we see, hear, smell, taste, and touch, and all the things we do that we write the story of who we are in our minds. We're like the conductors of an amazing orchestra made up of our brains and minds. As we've seen, we have the power to control what happens in our minds. Now let's give your brain a little workout. I'm going to teach you a new trick. Here's what to do. Focus on your right hand. Start by touching your thumb to your pinky finger, then to your index finger. After that, touch your thumb to your ring finger, and finally, touch your thumb to your middle finger. Keep going in this sequence until you can do it easily. Then, speed up your finger movements, making them smooth and quick without making mistakes. With a few minutes of practice, you should get the hang of it. As you learned these finger movements, you went from being relaxed to being really focused. You made the choice to use your brain and pay close attention. Getting good at this task needed more energy in your brain. You basically turned up the brightness of the light bulb in your brain by deciding to do this task. Your drive and decision to learn this activity made your brain work harder, and mastering this task required you to be extra aware and focused. As you focused on learning, your brain got busy. It pumped more blood and had a lot of electricity buzzing in different parts. You made sure to pay attention and didn't let your mind wander. It took a lot of energy to stay so focused. You also changed how millions of brain cells were firing. Your determination, willpower, focus, and attention caused another big change in your brain. It didn't just happen when you thought about something. It happened when you did something new, like learning a new skill. Now I want you to close your eyes for a bit. Instead of actually moving your fingers, I want you to imagine doing the same finger exercise in your head. Picture what you did before, touching your thumb to your pinky finger, then to your index finger, your ring finger, and finally, your middle finger. Imagine doing this without moving your fingers. Repeat it a few times in your mind and then open your eyes. Did you notice that when you practiced in your head, your brain seemed to go through the whole sequence as if you were actually doing it? If you really focused on imagining those finger movements, your brain lit up in the same way as if you were doing them for real. Your brain couldn't tell the difference between your mental practice and the actual physical movements. Imagining things in your head is a powerful way to build new connections in your brain. Recent studies in brain science have shown that just by thinking, we can change our brains. So, think about this. What do you spend most of your time thinking about? What do you keep doing, whether you realize it or not? Your thoughts and actions keep shaping who you are. Throughout evolution, the frontal lobe, which sits behind your forehead and above your eyes, has been one of the last parts of the brain to develop. This part of your brain holds the image of who you are and affects how you interact with the world. It's like the boss, controlling the rest of your brain. Remember, what you pay attention to in your mind shows what kind of person you are and who you'll become. You might wonder how we can change how our brains work on purpose. Where does the real you live? And how do you turn different parts of your brain on or off to be more aware? The you I'm talking about is in a part of your brain called the frontal lobe. Without it, you wouldn't be you. It helps you think about the future, control your behavior, imagine new things, and guide you through life. It's like the voice in your head that tells you what's right and wrong. This part of your brain can change a lot and helps you think and act in different ways. Today, you saw how your thoughts, attention, and intentions can change your brain and how you see the world. With this knowledge, it's time to start discovering more about yourself and growing on purpose. Remember, you're not stuck because of your past. You're in charge of what happens next. I encourage you to explore your own mind, see what you're capable of, and challenge yourself to do things you never thought you could. Break free from old limits and step into a future full of possibilities. Every thought you have, every goal you set, and every move you make shapes who you become. So be careful with your thoughts, focus on what's important, and see how your life changes for the better.